catch me yawning. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love hearing it. I just know it. You're gonna love hearing me yawn. I just know it. Shit off. I'm trying to go to sleep. Trying to go to sleep. All right. What up, James? Kevin, I figured as much. I figured it was true. I put it together. I ran the numbers. I did the math. All right. First up, we got Ran. What a name. Ran Instrumentals. Let's hear this. Grunge / hip hop beat. We'll see about this. We'll see about this. Wonder if he's going to go Rick Rubin with it. I know I haven't said this in a long time, but this really sounds like a Bronson beat. It's me. You know the kid always out here, I'm trying to get it at you. Put lamb on the grill, I put the rosemary. Got the fresh cheese, aged about 3 weeks. It's actually, there's a lot of guitar tracks out here that do not work. This one's actually a little nice. A little bit. Although we need a little bit more at this point. You can drop it down. Oh, there we go. That was Alright, I think we got the gist of that. Snoop Dogg skydiving type beat, I guess. 5 Fingers of Death type beat. It's actually pretty good as far as like guitar beats and shit goes, cause there's a lot of real bad guitar beats just in general in the critiques, and I'm into that one. So as far as guitar beats go, that's a real solid guitar beat. As far as most beats go, not bad. There could have been a bit more happening instead of, because you brought in the choir, you had like some octave stuff happening. With the guitar riff and stuff. But there wasn't enough flow. It didn't like drop down to be minimal enough. It just sort of went back and forth between the two things, the guitar and then the guitar with the vocals on top. So see what else you can add, see what other layers you can throw up with. Alright, that was Ran Instrumentals. Oh my god. Next up is Jay Levy. I think he helped make the movie UHF. It's called For My City. Let's hear it. Kevin, weren't you going to send me a link on Twitter? Or am I mistaken? Okay. Yeah, static, I haven't got like a real good look at it, like trying to actually work it with the samples, but there is some stuff that sounds promising that I think I'll be able to use. Alright. We need more. So far we've got a filtered sample, filtered synth, and some random ass snare hits that have no basis in any interesting anything. Alright, this mix is bad. You gotta like compress and turn up whatever you got filtered in the background there. Oh shit, I forgot to go live on Twitch. That's why no one's on Twitch. Shit. I was wondering. My bad. I fucked up. Alright. That bass is real bad. That bass is straight up terrible. Alright. That's a nice... I mean, the sample in the background could work, but there needs to be more happening. One, we can't hear it. Two, all you have is that and drums happening, and the drums are all sorts of weird and wonky. Gotta get your drum game up and get your mix game up, because the sample was like super quiet. You can compress it some. I know you filtered out a lot of stuff, so it gets quiet. But if you compress it and turn the sample up a lot, it'll be better, because right now the drums are just super loud in comparison. And not even in like an energy way, just like they're turned up too loud in like a mistake way. So if you can get those to match better, it'll work better. But even then, the bass that was falling off was no good. So try and use a more normal bass. That one was not working. Oh shit, what did I do? Yeah, kill that bass, do a normal 808, and then just mix the sample, compress it, and bring it up to match your drums a little bit. Alright. My bad, Twitch. Almost forgot. I haven't forgotten so long. Alright, next up is Kuchi Beats. Not off to a good start. I'll tell you that much. It's like a knockoff of Metal Slug you'd play in a gas station. Or some weird Sega Saturn game. That's... wow. That was all. Jesus. That wasn't even a beat. That was it. I'm just gonna move on. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. Right, next up we got Av Scott. Flying Lotus type beat and the Skywalker type beat, or is the name of it Skywalker? I'm pretty sure that's already a producer's name spelled like that, so that's a little confusing, but we'll see. Too much reverb on the drums. Absolutely. It's a little too clean for like a Flying Lotus type beat. You've got some sort of spacey sounds like you would use, but they're not manipulated anyway. They're just there. He would use some crazy compression, some saturation, that sort of shit, filters and stuff. The sample's nice, but that synth is not good. Like, the idea of a synth that does that sort of thing is kind of nice, but those notes are very strange choice. But but the drums they would hit harder, and I would tone down the reverb on the snare, and then just dirty up the samples a little bit. Try and get things a little more interesting, a little dirtier, a little crunchier. Get everything sticking together some. Alright, this is a 2-2. Standing Tall Feature Life. We'll see where this goes. This is a reverse filtered sample that could work, depending on the drums. Oh, the drums are bad. These drum sounds are straight terrible. This is like that Microsoft Games game that used to be on Windows 98 with the snakes. Those drum sounds are straight out of there. Okay, that kind of programming could work, even though it's not quite what I was expecting. I was expecting some like real sort of offbeat knowledge, fly low type shit, and then the drums came in some super stiff, really shitty sounds. With the right sounds, you could sort of turn it into that sort of southern Jet Life sound if you put the right sort of feel in the drums and use the right sample. But the way they were was just bad. Just bad samples. The programming wasn't bad, but the sounds were terrible. And made it really impossible to accurately judge the programming beyond thinking it could maybe work with different samples. I will see about this. This is Chris McQueen. This is super busy. What's this like? Why do you have something on every beat? I'm not a huge fan of that at all. Alright, we need more than just this. We need more than just tambourine on every hit. Fade it out. You told your story. You told your tale, now you gotta fade it out. That sample could maybe work. I don't know why you have that, like, that feel to it. But also, there's just a lot of layers happening. So when you have something on every beat, one, it puts a certain sort of feel in the drums. And then two, it just takes up a lot of space. So then when you layer in other stuff that's doing more intricate, more interesting things, there's not a lot of room for those to really contribute in any meaningful way. So lose whatever's hitting on every beat. The programming just was not well thought out at all. Very ill-conceived programming. So just clean that up, minimalize, I should say. With the right drum programming, that could work. It could have a good feel, but it definitely didn't. There was just way too much happening. So scrap the drums. Start over. Our submission's still closed. Yes, I'm just finishing up from last week. And I'm not going to I don't even think I'm going to open the queue this week. It's the dang holidays. Nobody got time for that shit. So I'm just not going to. It ain't happening. Next up is Louie Augustine. Laid back, cloud rappy, ethereal beat. We'll see. I'm gonna take a nap. take a nap on stream. If you cleaned up the sample timing instead of getting ahead of the beat, it could work a little nicer. But the drums, there's more happening. You can tell it's happening. You can't just drop an upbeat triplet on people with no basses. You gotta fix the timing on that and it'll work a lot better. So you really layered in a bunch of shit all at once. I think you just made the drums too complicated for no reason. Like you put an upbeat, like you started with an upbeat triplet kick, which is just intentionally being difficult for the listener. It's not adding anything. It just sounds wrong. So you gotta just you can keep some of the triplets in like the hi-hats and some of the woodblock type stuff, but I swear if you say owl again, that says owl. Yeah. The drums were just being intentionally difficult, so simplify the drums and clean up that rhythm on this piano, because it was no good. When it was coming in ahead of the drums and it was ruining what might have been there. Oh boy. Mamma Mia sample remix by Adrian Bryce, production ALB. Okay, that makes more sense. In his display name, he put, "I swear if you say ALB again," because he would always put just the letters ALB. I don't fucking know. How would I know this stuff? Oh Jesus Christ! Did he really sample Mamma Mia? Why has nobody done this before? Oh shit, this is funny. What's crazy is it almost sort of works. I didn't expect ABBA to like not stick out like a sore thumb. I thought it would be a joke, honestly. The master's a little bit squashed. Get rid of the fucking girl sample, I swear to God. It's everywhere. Like, you can hear the same, like when people use 808s that sound like other 808s, that's totally different than literally the same vocal sample that shows up and stuff. Don't do that. Huh. That fit a lot better than I expected it to be. Than I expected it to, I should say. I thought it was going to be like a joke. Like, straight up trying to do some goofy shit. But, it worked better than I expected. The drums were pretty typical. The master was a little bit too squashed. And the sounds weren't awful or anything. The bass was there, but it wasn't as clean and as loud as it could have been. It was like trying to be loud, but it didn't quite like cut through or anything. So if you can get your shit to be loud and actually have dynamic range, then that's all it needs. Next up is Viktor Vibe. This track's called The Adventures of Black Jesus. We'll see. The sample sounds very familiar. Oh no. What up, Fireside? Oh, Blazed Up, were you doing Beat Fighter? The like wild card round? How was it? The sample's super familiar. I can't think of what it is. I wouldn't sweat submitting a beat right now because it's not going to be open for like a week and a half. The sample is kind of nice. I mean, it sort of sounds like a lot of other stuff, but the drums are really not good, sound-wise or programming-wise. This is not the... Oh, this is the flame. That's my bad. What up, Adrian? My bad for saying ALB forever. It said ALB. Those drums. That sample doing every upbeat on the open hi-hat? No. I like to avoid that. I mean, there's a very specific thing that does to a beat, and I don't know if that was good for this sample particularly. And the drum sounds, this isn't really a beat where I see that real wide clap working. Those are real familiar, like, machine sounds. And it was a little slow, too, on top of all the sound choices not being the best that they could be. The sample worked, but the drums really let it down. So maybe just do some more typical drums and just really get some good sonic stuff happening to where they're really cutting through and really slapping, if you will. And lose the upbeat hi-hat for sure. Lose it for sure. All right, next up is Wolf Stealth. Let's hear what he's got this week. The stakes weren't high enough, Blazed, I guess. They simped out. They couldn't handle it. The first half of this piano sounds like soundtrack to Beethoven, or like Groundhog Day. It's like real major piano for a second. Yeah, no critique this upcoming week. And the bass is like sort of out of tune. Why is the bass that's got this sort of like pitch dip? I don't know why so many sample packs have 808s that do that, because it's pretty much useless. You got to get one that stays a constant pitch instead of doing what this does. Alright. That sample changing keys every second. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about the piano stuff. I don't even think that's a sample. I think that's just some piano you played. In which case, fix the first 2 counts of it and try and get it to match a little better. It's sort of cool that it changes, but at the same time, it's really mostly not. And the 808 has some element that's out of tune. I'm not totally sure what, but the mix on the 808 was decent, I guess. But the pitch on the 808 is what was fucking stuff up. So next up is Taekwondo. Young Thug type beat, check after check. Hit him. This main little organ, electric piano type thing is kind of nice. The bass is sort of flat. It's another track with keys and a bass that doesn't really match. Audio Tool? What's Audio Tool? Took a turn. Apparently that piano sample was just some sample from somewhere. You did not match it to it well in that case. Yikes. Alright. None of that shit went together. Simple as that. That's all I heard. This is Edie's beats. Yeah, Edie's nuts, etc., etc. Snare's a little quiet compared to the kick. Kevin, you haven't even submitted a beat. You just submitted that picture of fucking Will Smith with a penis on his head. Sounds like a masterpiece compared to what we just heard. It's a little sterile at this point. A little bit. No, Wolf Eriksson, Leaf Eriksson. No, you may not. This lost some of the groove it had. The hi-hat seem a lot more rigid now, even if they're exactly the same. Maybe it was just what I wanted to hear initially. Not bad. 808 is nice. 808 sounds real good. Is it a bit heavy? Yeah, it is a little bit heavy, but you can still turn up the snare some, even if you turn on the 808. There's a lot of nice stuff going on there. The mix could have been a little clearer. It was a little. The master was a little muddy. And the hi-hats could use a little bit jazzing up. Like if you dropped a cardiac hi-hat loop in there, I don't even think I would judge because it fits. It would fit that thing perfectly. Fit that sort of style perfectly. But it was lacking. Yeah. Elliot says, I just wish it'd be more creative. It was lacking a little bit of flair. Was lacking a little more interesting stuff happening. But it wasn't bad. So maybe you can spice it up a little bit one way or another. And bring up that snare. Next up is Diggs Beats. Drake Future type beat. Sure it's going to be exhilarating. Jesus. That kick seems like it's a bit much. We need more happening. Melodically speaking. Like the Neptunes could make that melody work on your piano, but it's not working here just because everything else is a little too by the numbers. A little too by the book on all the drum programming and shit. And the kick was awful loud. And you just need to, that synth that was coming in, yeah, Elliot, the synth is just a little boring. The one that was sort of doing stabs, I don't know if you're talking about that, but the one that was just coming in with the stabs every now and then, that was a little underwhelming. It didn't really add much of anything. Just trying to add some more shit happening. Some more actual interesting stuff. And keep shit flowing a little bit more. You can make a beat that sounds like other stuff and then add some more creative shit to it. So we'll see. Next up is Substance. Drums are real ass. If this was like in the menu of an indie game, I guarantee you there's people who would like put it on their iPod and listen to it. Take that as you will. Wasn't necessarily meant to be a compliment. It's a little boring. Oh no. Oh, your arpeggiator. Nope. Not much time for redemption on this night. Drum sounds were super weak. It was just some chords. You were just playing chords and then changing chords and playing chords and having some arpeggiator fart all over everything. So, I don't know what to say beyond that. But just get drums that slap a little bit more. One, and then also that tempo was just painfully slow. It was put me to sleep, and I'm right there. If I had put that any longer, I would be out. Captain says, where do people even get these drums? You know, I mean, I think some people download like Ableton, because I talk about Ableton. I champion Ableton a lot, but all the sounds inside Ableton are ass. I haven't found anything I like that's a stock sound in Ableton, almost period. And in most programs you can find something you sort of like, but Ableton is particularly ass to me. TMR Productions here. Probably unfinished, it says. There's too much reverb. It's not helping. That crash was goofy as hell. That was like Sandstorm. You put the delay on the shit like Sandstorm. The sound on this drum break I really don't like. Was that a scratch? Appreciate it, War G. Yo, actually, I was just watching, I haven't watched them forever, but I was watching Ghost Adventures last night. Y'all ever seen that? With Zach Bagans, Lord of the Underworld. If you're gonna watch a ghost show, that's the ghost show to watch. That shit's hysterical. That was A lot of the chords we were hitting there. A lot of the chords you were running through there were very, it was like some shit out of a JRPG. Some Square Enix, like Kingdom Hearts shit. Kind of goofy. The drums were really, I didn't like the sound on the drums. And there was some of the rhythms of the drums I wasn't huge on either. So, I would pick a more vintage drum break, one that just has more character, more grit to the sound instead of some super clean, sort of weird. The kick on that in particular was pretty ass. Whenever you would double up the kick, it just sounded really, really bad. And there's too much reverb and delay on everything. It sounds like it was on your master bus by accident, so try and fix that up. And then just some of the chords were just, this didn't quite work. All right, next up is Big Boss 23. Sanders, this one is for you. Being from Chicago, your Kanye breakdowns are greatly appreciated. And also, please don't bomb this. No guarantee. I don't know, I mean, telling me not to bomb something is like tempting fate. Not out of a spiteful way, but if you have to specify, there's usually a reason you're specifying. These drum sounds are really not good. And that bass is so loud. You hear how that ducks everything else. So you have something, you have a mastering chain running, whatever program this is, IMPC Pro. So it might have something on you don't even realize. And so, to prevent everything from clipping, your bass is so loud. When it kicks in, it drops everything by like 5 dB. That's insane. So turn that shit down. This is the GTA intro music that you sampled. The sample's okay. There's a little bit of detuning happening. Oh, Phantom, I don't actually know. Am I going against 5th and Navi D? I haven't seen the bracket. Hoodro, where's the bracket for the next round of Beat Fighter? I have no idea. Okay, I let that play way too long. It's not bomb worthy. Well, I almost bombed it when the drums came in. But I gave you the slightest benefit of the doubt. And that, although I should have bombed that drum fill because that was hot garbage. And pretty much, just as a rule of thumb, unless you're Just Blaze, don't use any crash cymbals in your shit because it doesn't sound good unless you're actually playing the drum, because every crash cymbal you have, almost every, there's like one crash I've ever liked out of all the drums I've had. In terms of hip hop, it's just not a good sound. Nature, Navi. That's a good group. That's a good rematch, actually. So that's good. So that was Big Bows 23. Unless it's Bows. Yeah, Bows. All right, next up is Polo Jeans, aka Levi Gibbs. Levi Gibbs. Glow Mighty, it's called. Produced by H5G. 3 months. Is this a full ass song? If I hear any vocals, this shit will get bombed. It might just get bombed anyway. Vocals or not. That's one of the worst tags I ever heard in my whole life. That synth there just came in, I kind of like almost, but everything else is really not good. Oh, we're getting some chimes. Post Malone. It's not minimalist. Well, it could work for Post Malone track. There's still some weird melodic choices you're making, but it's getting a little better. That tag was awful though. All right, that tempo for that drum pattern at that tempo is like the slowest shit in the world. Black Lord, what camera did you spend $50 on, thinking it would be good? Yeah, so that tempo could work for drums, but you're gonna have to really change the pattern up because that was just not doing it. That was just too slow. There wasn't enough happening. Some of the synths work, some of the sounds work. So like the chimes, you could even keep. Some of the synths didn't work. I like the one that was real sort of. It had a lot of like rhythmic elements and a lot of glide and portamento type stuff. And the tag was pretty ass. Hate the tag. It got better as it went on. When it started, I was very unimpressed. I almost bombed it. So, make a better first impression. That's true in life, and that's true in the ring. Make a better first impression. Go see Creed. This is Constro. Christ, this is intense Constro. Let's see. Loud as hell as always. Oh shit. This is pretty crazy. I think I like it. It's loud as shit. It's hard to pick out if it's going fast or if it's going slower. I think there's some EQing you could do, or maybe some extra percussion you could do to sort of pick one of the two, or maybe not. Maybe leave it ambiguous. Damn, that was intense. I liked it though. That was dope. Shout out to Concert Buzz for that. Damn. Yeah, bitch. That was dope. I like the way you made it work. It was awful loud, but I mean, sometimes that gives a sound you want, so you'll just have to try and replicate that while having a mix that doesn't clip, or just clip it, and who cares? It's hard to judge the mix based on the clipping, but I like the idea, like the feel was nice. Our next up is Stu Stim. Let's see what he's got this week. The vocal's like flat. I mean, it's in a sample. There's nothing you can do there. So I really don't like it. So you could do without it. That's what I would say to that. real slow. It like kind of works, but it's super slow. To make it work at this tempo, you really need an interesting rapper or some like interesting singing or something. Don't like the snare, says Consto. Yeah. The snare's pretty ass. The vocal, ugh. 30 minutes before your beat ends, James. Alright, we just need more happening in that. And the snare, the kick was decent, but the snare was ass. It was just too much buzz. It wasn't enough attack. Yeah, the scratches were goofy. Kingdom Fire guy, I totally agree. The sample, if it was sung better, the sample could work, but it wasn't, and there's nothing you can do about that. So I would ditch the sample. You could use the guitar parts, but the vocal part was no good. All right, next up we got Fireside. Let's hear this. All right, James, I get the picture. Also, you mean seconds. Calm down. Where's the start? Why do you start on that? Bow, down. Why don't you start on the bow? Why don't you should just shift the whole sample chops to where it starts on beat 2. It's a nice sample, but the way you have it sequenced is a little confusing. I like the chops. I just think if the bar started where the snare hits, I think if you compress the sample a little bit more and turn it up. But I do like the chops. A lot of people are liking the chops, liking the sound. Giving shout outs on the last track of the album type beat, yeah. I don't know about this vocal part. I mean, it sort of works. I like the echo on the guitar slide. Yeah, the switch up, I don't like the piano chops either. Castro, totally. And the drums are nice and low key. Like, it's real smooth. I keep opening this ad. Fuck, clicking my own ads. They're gonna ban me. Ban me from AdSense. I messed up. I went home. That was Fireside. That was a direct upload. I'm not sure of his SoundCloud. That's a good question, Elliot, though. Where do I draw the line between a technical problem and what I personally don't like hearing? I try and specify. I try not to make it a default thing. With that, what I was talking about, shifting the sample, I think it can be a little confusing to not start with something that's so centered around like a home tone. The way he was starting on the... Not necessarily always not starting on the home tone, but that one in particular might have benefited, that particular arrangement of chords and shit. So, our next up is James Chipadza. What if he really did mean 30 minutes? But you want to make sure I hear you switch up. That's fine. You right about that, Constro? Bob Saget, when's the last time? You mean always? You mean right now? my cheese pizza tab? I don't even know what that means. What's a cheese pizza tab? Like where I ordered cheese pizza? This is kind of nice. Third 808 hit his wrong note, says Adrian. I don't hear it. Oh, I see. 6-1. Good ass guess, Riggin. 6-1, baby. Piano is overpowering, I agree. People are not liking the piano, though. Saying it dumbs it down, get a new sound instead of the piano. Or if you're going to use a piano, don't have it be so dry. Do I have any tattoos? No. They won't bury me in the Jewish cemetery if I have any piercings or tattoos. And you know, I'm converting soon. I'm going to be a full-blown Jew. So I'm trying to keep kosher. I let this play for so long. I was just reading shit in the chat. That was very inoffensive. Oh, there was a switch up I was supposed to hear. Shit, hold on. Let me go back. Don't freak out, James. This is the switch up. You dropped the synth an octave and went to quarter time on the snare. No, I'm not really Jewish. But I really don't have any tattoos though. Oh. Man, I should have brought. My grandpa got some shoes Olajuwon wore one season. Some like size 18 LA gears. He won them in an auction. I've been meaning to take them forever. Sorry, LA Techs. Them shits are so big. I saw them this weekend. I forgot he had them. I'm not glad that I went back to listen to that switch up. I was fine before that. Okay, it was just very inoffensive. There could have been more happening, but it wasn't bad. It was just real middle of the road. You know, it didn't. Nothing really stood out as being particularly bad or anything. It just wasn't the most captivating shit in the world. So, all right. Next up is Eden. You didn't even talk about it, maybe. I just talked about it. I told you what I had to say. Like it was. It just like melodically everything fit, so nothing stood out there. Nothing really stood out in the mix too bad. It was just like very inoffensive, like I said. Kind of bland after a while. Like Snore, it needs more depth. You could just build to it because I listened too long and heard the same thing over and over. That's all. Be happy. Me not saying anything is a good thing. Alright. Next up is Eden. I don't like where this is headed. Yeah, there's a delay. There's not a delay between the messages, but there's a delay between the video y'all see. So when you type the messages, I see y'all about 15 seconds behind. Did someone just drop a bucket of paint? I think they made this beat in the basement of Home Alone 2. Whenever the first gets hit by the first can of paint swinging from the rafters. That was terrible. What was that noise? Alright, these drums are seriously ass. Oh god. This is like a point and click educational game for like Christian Koreans that they have at the church, the one computer lab. It teaches you how to assimilate while respecting the word of God in a fun film noir type setting, set in futuristic 2100 BC. You play a dog detective. It's an animal world. So this track's called Vibes. Typically, people talk about like smooth vibes in their beat. This is literally a vibraphone. This is a very literal name. Constro. Alright. I'm letting shit run too long. I'm trying to go to fuck to sleep. Constro says, this is what people with Down syndrome hear in their head 24/7. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Those drums were bad. That noise was what was that noise? That was the dumbest shit I ever heard. No lie. That noise in a beat was truly the single most nonsensical noise I've ever heard in a beat. Alright, next up, Grand Riggedy, Sanders track 4. I assume he made another track sampling me, except he actually submitted it into the queue this time. It was done ahead of time. Yeah, I said BC. Who cares? Alright. Next up, Grand Riggedy. Well, let's go ahead and get back to the encore. Y'all get ready. This one's crazy. Beat of the night. Beat of the night. Yeah. If you don't know by now. Oh no. I could give a fuck about your lane. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. 5 fingers, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, that's another song. Duh, fuck. Cat. Sanders fed up. Cat. Listen. Sanders is my dad. Like this is my dad. So get your facts straight. My mom's not. Put in work. Put him in the dirt. Alright. Honesty is key here. That's all we want. You can do whatever you want as long as you end on the Workaholics theme song. Damn, bro. Fuck. I'm Lil Boy Baller. I beat nice. Alright, though. Okay. I'm Lil Boy Baller. I beat nice. You know what? Get money, take money, sell money. You know what's really real. First beat I ever made in my life. I know I need to step my game up. I just needed to put something out. Boom bap, bitch. Oh, no. I know it's the Neptunes, I don't give a shit. Am I racist? I don't hear it, but I'm sorry. On the surface, it's like, oh yeah, but you gotta, let's just be real about that. out taking what's mine. I'm Lil Boy Baller, my beat knocks. I'm Lil Boy Baller, my beat knocks. Thanks, man. Suck my dick. Well, you might as well. Right. Bitch, I'm the president. You're lucky I didn't rap on the whole thing. Yeah. You never know. You never know with anybody. Let's hear what this is like. Listen to some Currency, Harry Fraud. Steal some drums from those. Throw those on there. And I think you're running out of material. Call up Ryan Leslie. Have him lay down some shit. Just straight up, just jack, like download the Ninth Wonder drum kit and use that, and then it would be super dope. If you just steal these drums and put them on there, listen to 0 to 100, replicate those drums. Like if you straight up copied some, like if you started with a cardiac hi-hat loop on that, I would go take some drums from a song that you really like the drums in, just straight up steal the pattern, and you will have a certified banger. You gotta be fresh. Well, I will say, it'll probably be best if you have any more material to spread them out. As much as I enjoy those, they're starting to wear thin on me. There was a theme at first. I liked the acapella theme. Then I did like how you close with me telling people to steal drums. I did like that. But I don't know. Not your best. Not your best. Well, Low Boy Bala, My Beat Knocks is good. And Get Money, Take Money, Sell Money is good too. I will say that. Kevin says not as funny as before. Matt M. Grand Riggedy Fall from Grace worse than Bill Cosby. Not his best. Still impressive. Generally speaking. Like if that was the first one you did, I would have been like, oh shit. But maybe take a little break. Take some time for yourself. Alright, next up, Maxwell Young. Let's hear this. What up, Viper?
Dedicated to my mother, my grandmother, my father, all my niggas in the pen, all my niggas that died in the struggle. Love y'all.
I thought it was gonna be straight acapella, and I did like that. If that had kept with it, I would have been into it a little bit more. Those pops are a little bit annoying. I see what you do to clean those up. Oh god damn. I don't think that's Earl Sweatshirt, Adrian. I really don't. I want to dedicate this out here to all the streets, all everybody in the hood, getting caught up in drama. As far as shit like this goes, I liked it enough. Concert says the drums are corny. This beat is nice. Elliot wonders, he says, this beat is nice, but how did the intro relate thematically? I'm not sure. I would see what you can do about the clicks, because they're kind of annoying. Casey Neistat vlog type beat. We know what you're doing, Maxwell. Oh, this was the one that was in. No. Oh, that's one that was actually in the vlog. Matt, you smart. You know your shit. That's not stolen. Maxwell doesn't steal shit. Although I very well might have been sampled before. Interlude you hear once and never play again type beat. Yeah, like it wasn't revolutionary shit, but it was solid enough. I would have put some bass in there. Would have added a little bit more. little bit more. This is Bill Cosby music. Our next up is Que Pasa Pasa, which I imagine is a play on Que Sera Sera, aka In Beta. Let's hear this. I saw that JT tweet, Constro. I want to watch Justin Timberlake listen to Dilla. If this is how the drums are, if they come in fully, it could work. Drums are really no good. Wolf Hayes. I big fan. Who is big fan? How many plays does he have? A few thousand. Alright, we need more going on. These drums are butt. I guess they're not supposed to knock, but drums should at least knock a little bit. I don't know about the bandpass on those drums. Oh, we got some trumpet. I do like the trumpet. I really don't like the drums. I think if you just had real drums, I'd be more into it. Adrian says it's like a Chance the Rapper beat. I got the Juice Part 2 type beat, yeah. The drums, I think if you filled out, it would work better. I mean, I understand making the choice to not do that, but I think in this case, it doesn't necessarily help. All right, next up, we got a track from Kevin, who submitted a picture link to a Photoshop of Will Smith with a dick on his head, and has now sent me the real SoundCloud link. Ode to Sanders. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. Sanders the type to have a cliche. He wanted me to read this description, even though he said this shit a million times. I'm not going to read this. Well, I might as well read it. Sanders the type to have a cliche, only Lil B can judge me, and 2 teardrops for his dead gerbils tattooed as he sits in his 98 magenta VW Golf Cabrio with gray and Viridian interior with a pink shirt and scarlet lipstick with Bill Cosby in the background peeping through waiting for Sanders' roofies to kick in, fantasizing about a 13-year-old Sandy in the operating room getting a circumcision in time for his bar mitzvah. Well, and he made a picture of that. Is that from MySpace? You do the creepiest shit, Kevin, I swear. Stay off. Well, I don't. You can be on my MySpace, I guess. I don't know why. What was that?
Hey man, fuck Twitch. Hashtag yacht.
Kevin actually made a beat. I can't fucking believe it. He made this picture. If you can see. Search for his YouTube name on... What's that thing? Oh, he sampled me in a little bit. Here's his SoundCloud. Track him down. You can find the art there. I'll was just eating some juicy assholes.
Probably could be a little dirtier, honestly, but not the female ass. It's just not something that's particularly gripping.
It's just not really my shit.
But yeah, it's nice, but it's got its flaws. Like, I love
All the fucking glaze and stuff.
it just made me think of like Hobson's ass. Filled it with stuff like J. Cole's tongue, really intense.
Damn,
like
he's
J.
trying to grab
Cole's
riggedy.
dick, so incredibly huge. I like that, but I can only take so many.
Dick. All the fucking glaze and stuff.
I'm gay.
Hey, Mr. Sanders, I just wanted to say thank you for being an inspiration in my life. Thank you for making me realize that you're everything that I don't want to be. I don't want to be a grown-ass man with a patchy-ass beard sitting on the internet in front of my computer, selling my body. Thank you, Mr. Sanders. Thank you for making me realize. I love you, Sanders. I love you.
If you're in the Austin area, I'm doing a beat set on Wednesday night.
Oh my god, that was
At Friends of Sound Records.
what a weird ass
Might
fucking
be
thing to
dope.
do.
Just gonna be hanging out, drinking some cum, watching some other people shit.
Jesus. I mean, I knew you were fucking weird. But that takes the cake. I do appreciate how intricately you made those edits. Then it took a weird turn when you put your own shit in there. Oh my god. Whew. I don't know. I don't know about that. You might need to take some time off. It's not even so much what he said. That voice is just creepy as hell. Jesus Christ. Oh. You should have warned me, Kevin, to play that at the end. I finished it. Damn. I played the whole thing. That was it. What are you talking about? I don't even know where it went. Watching other people's shit, I finished it. All the fucking glaze and stuff. I finished it. Jesus. You need some extra hobbies. Why don't you get into slot car racing, Kevin? Why don't you get into competitive birdhouse building? If they'll let you around children, which I feel like they won't. Next up is Charlie. I like this name. Charlie, Timbaland's producer. In parentheses, I Am a Gad. Produced by Charlie. We'll hear this.
It's Charlie, baby.
Yeah, I never would have guessed Kevin would come through with like better edits than Riggedy on the vocal sample. Sounds like some Illmind shit. It's Charlie. Damn, I don't even like this type of shit. This is kind of nice. I mean, y'all know after this, whenever people come with like the real exclusive heavy duty shit, I never say anything about the beats afterwards. Joel's taking a weird turn as Clean Rag. That programming is a little insane. You're like on the upbeat of the triplet. Oh, it's private on SoundCloud. My bad. I didn't know. like, did this dude really submit this shit? That shit's off SoundCloud. I don't know why. Hold on, let me do some research. How many followers this dude got? I should have checked from the start. Because when people like steal shit, the MP3 is still named other stuff. Chally. If I search for Chally, who comes up? Chally of Lights and Sounds. Is that it? Chally Natty. Oh, that's just how he names his shit. How's this one so much doper than other stuff? Oh, they're all similar. Okay. Didn't steal it. It's nice, though. Damn. That was clean as hell. Clean as hell. And I don't think it was stolen. My rudimentary investigation. Alright. Finishing up the queue for once. He's never been at the end, actually. Danny Provolone. Shout out to Danny Provolone. Good start so far. Let's hear this. Although your drums tend to have some sort of... They have a certain sound about them. I'm not sure what you do. It's like they have the EQ boost. It might be your mastering channel. Or rather, your mastering chain might boost some certain frequencies. Steuston, will you be pissed at me? I thought I was gonna say something about you being pissed at me. I don't think so. I don't remember. New shit has come to light. Some shit has transpired since then. I do not remember. Can I stand up? Yes, I can. I've stood up in a video before and everyone flipped out. You don't like the kick or the snare already? You actually made the Fly Like an Eagle work. It's pretty nice. With the samples. The drums I'm not huge on, but the samples work. Somehow you made the Fly Like an Eagle shit work in like a minor key. He said this is from Kites by The Circle, Jerry Butler Strawberries, Pinot Calvi Manhattan. What's the breakdown this week? I don't know yet. I'll hear from you via Twitter. Whatever you said last time cracked me up. The hash slinging slasher. Is that from King of the Hill? Not bad. Not bad at all. Although your drums, some of the EQ stuff on your drums I'm not huge on. I keep clicking on... I don't click on them, but I keep maximizing ads. Oh, and you hover. That's a new thing I've never seen before. So I'm going to figure out what I need to break down. Beat of the night. I mean, it might have had to been Chally. Although Kevin came through with some clean stream dialogue edits. And then ruined it with some real weird shit. At least try and maintain the facade. Well, not that you're trying to act like you're a normal human being, but for the benefit of yourself and others around you, perhaps maybe you should. But there's not gonna be a critique this week. It's fucking Thanksgiving. I'm not doing that shit. So it'll be closed on Wednesday. I mean, it could be open, but then I would just save it till next week, so there's no point. So, yeah. I gotta figure out what the episode is this week. But I'll see y'all. And there will be an episode this week, but there won't be a stream. I'm not playing shit again. I don't need to hear that. post the link by all means. But I'm not about to hear the creepy ass voice again. But yeah, I'm out of here. Going the fuck to sleep. So yeah, shout out to the submitters, everyone who submits shit. Shout out to everyone who hangs out in the chat. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Simple as that.